Welcome. I am so excited to have you here today to listen to this #1 strategy that you need so you can stop the overeating, so you can stop yourself from overeating. And I know this works. I've used it. I used it to lose 100 pounds and I still use it today. And my clients are using it with great success. So, what is this #1 strategy? Well, it is you pausing. That's it. Just to pause. It's that plain and simple. But if you don't know how to use it, it's not going to work. So I'm going to share with you today on how actually to use the pause. So I'm Karen Shapelin. I'm a weight loss coach for nurses, and I help you lose weight for good by doing it in a way that you've never done it before. So pausing, like what is this pause? Well, what happens is so, many times you're going through your day and you've got this urge to eat. One of the thoughts that may pop in your head is, I'm hungry. Well, this is what catches you. Most of us, we haven't known any other way. So the minute we have an urge to eat or we have this thought, I need to go eat, I'm hungry, we don't ever question it. We just listen to it, believe it, and then go eat. But I'm here to tell you that that thought is just a thought. The urge comes from what you're thinking. And the thoughts aren't always true. You may not be hungry. You may just have that urge, that thought. But when you stop and when you pause, this gives yourself a chance to have your thinking brain, this part of your brain that has your best interest at heart, to come into play. So how do we do this? So you've got this urge, you've got this thought, I need to eat, I want to eat, I'm hungry, anything like that. And you have to stop and pause and check in with yourself. Like so many of us, I was talking with someone yesterday, a nurse that's, hiring me. And we talked about how disconnected we are. We don't even feel, we have these thoughts and we just react. And that's what we need to start doing, is that pausing. When you stop and pause, it gives yourself a chance to check into your body. Check in and really asking yourself in that moment, am I physically hungry? And I've talked about that physical hunger versus emotional hunger on other episodes. And I'll link it in the show notes to what other episode this was. But there's a physical hunger and there's emotional hunger. And so many of us, we eat from emotional hunger. And we're not even really paying attention and thinking, well, no, it's not. It's actually physical hunger. So when you stop and when you pause and when you ask yourself, am I physically hungry? That gives yourself a chance to pattern interrupt. So you're intentionally interrupting this pattern that you're in. So the pattern you're unconsciously in. So our brains don't like to put a lot of effort and energy into things. It wants to conserve energy because it wants to save that time, that energy for when things are crucial. But the everyday things, it wants to put on autopilot. So, brushing your teeth, driving your car, walking, you don't think about putting one foot in front of the other. And because you've done this loop a lot, it's put it in quite frequently, because I know I did for years, the loop of you have this thought or this urge, you go eat. That's what you have. So because it's put it on autopilot, you're not even thinking about it anymore. That's the problem here. It's not that you've got this urge. It's the thing is, it's on autopilot. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it off of autopilot. And how you do that is intentionally stopping and pausing. Pattern interrupt. You really have to have the pattern interrupt. You've got this circumstance, whatever's going on, and you got this urge, you got this thought, I'm hungry, I need to eat. And then you've got this feeling. So that's the urge, like this feeling of urgency. I need it, desire, any of that. And then it goes to you doing something, you reacting. So either in that moment, you choose to eat it from the place of, I'm going to react and give in to that urge, that instant gratification in the moment. You're deciding instant gratification in the moment by eating it, or you can choose long-term gratification of achieving your goal. So in that moment, you have a choice. A lot of us don't think we have a choice, and that's for another episode. But the thing is, right now, you're in this thought loop, this pattern loop, this habit loop that's not working for you. And that's why the pause is so important. The pause in that moment gives your brain a chance to, like, I want to, so many of us Google, like I live off of Google. I'm Googling everything, how to do this, how to do that. So in that moment, your brain is Googling, I need to eat, where can I go eat? And then it goes and looks for that. But wouldn't you rather Google, am I really physically hungry? And let your brain go looking at that, really tapping in, how does it feel in my body? And I teach about learning what physical hunger really feels like in comparison to emotional hunger. But you have to stop and pause so that you can be at that space, that you can pay attention to, am I really physically hungry? And that's the next big thing. Like, it's really just eating when you're only physically hungry. If you only ate when your body was physically hungry, when needed the food, you would lose weight and you would keep it off. And that's what I teach. Like, that's how I keep my weight off, is really just paying attention. But you have to implement a pause so that you can figure out, like, is this the time to eat or is it not? So I hope this is helpful to you. If it's something that you really need more help with, then I have opened up some spots for my one-on-one coaching. I don't normally have that many spots open because I do have a group program that I run as well, which that is going to be starting later in May. But for now, if you need help, reach out. We can even get on a call and just even see, is this something that really would fit into your life right now, my program, doing this work? But I guarantee it, if you're doing the traditional diet, it's not going to work long term. This is what you have to implement in your life. So reach out to me at KarenSchabel.com/contact, and you can book a free call to find out if this program is great for you. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye-bye.